Kia ora, bros and girls, welcome back to the channel. We're back with Chapter 2, Map 2 of the Uncollected Event Quest. Um, on a hot tip, I've heard that Ronan is pretty good for Annihilus, so I'm going to bring in Ronan just in case he is actually, and we can see if he is good against him or not. Yeah, so other than that, we're going to have kind of our normal team. So I'm going to go up here, but actually before that, the kind of the 6 different paths are like class disadvantage, invade, which is block penetration, plain vanilla, and then sadist and power gain and chaos. So I'm going to go through the invade path, and the idea of the invade path is really you want to head into their block, and if you head into their block you do more damage. You don't really want to block them as well because they're going to do a lot of damage, so you're going to take a lot of damage just from getting parried, just from parrying them, sorry. So ideally what you want to do is you want to push them once they're in the block, you go in there and hit them, and as you can see, I can take like 2/3 of his life there, or 1/3 of his life just on the block, right? I found generally it's best to be open, because when you're open then they'll go back into their block just to defend, and that's when you can rush in with a 4-hit and back out. So we pick up our first charge there, really quick, really easy fight. We're gonna jump into the next. So the next up we have Mephisto. And I probably should really use Iceman for this. Or I could potentially use Aegon as well, but I've got a charge with Corvus, and so what the hell, I'm going to go in here and use my Corvus because he's going to have insane block penetration. So as you can see, like 5,000-6,000 damage on the crit. And I think I'm going to need to use, if he's got full life, then, why not? Why not just keep him, keep on the offensive and keep my Aegon and Iceman on full life, because I might need them later on. So the Incinerate there is being a little bit annoying, but yeah, I'll throw in an SP2 here, get rid of them, and I'm still just under 40% life. That's okay because I've got that mastery that makes you do more damage when you're below 50, and it's still plenty of life for Corvus. So, but I'm not going to bring him to the Hyperion fight. I think I'm going to bring Iceman to the Hyperion fight because most likely he's going to hit me with an SP3. As we know, Hyperions are always really stubborn, and I need to be able to tank that. So I'm going to stay open. That's okay, and intercept is fine as well. But what I want to do is I just want him to go into his block, and then I can hit him. But this is okay, if he's being aggressive and he's throwing his SPs, I mean, that's less work for me. It means I don't have to tank his SP3, so this is great. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Don't block, fine. That's fine by me. So far so good here. And now I'm going to head into his block. Is that going to be enough? Nope. And of course, as all Hyperions, he's got to throw at least one SP3. Luckily, he doesn't have that much life left, so that's okay. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. I was going to go through the whole fight on 100%. Cool. So next up, we have Luke Cage. I could use Aegon for this one, but I'm just going to use Corvus. Once again, it's still on the invade path, so we still get that crazy block penetration with the extra charge. So I just want to, hit him a couple of times, get that indestructible going, and now he takes away his block. Come on, block, buddy. That's okay, even if he's not blocking. I mean, I'm still doing a decent amount of damage anyway, but I just do a lot more damage when he does block. But that's okay. Beggars can't be choosers, and I'm gonna take the win any way I can. That's a nice quick fight. And then we're gonna move on to the next one. So this line is a little bit annoying because of the Hyperion and the Mephisto. And then next up is an Invade SpiderMan. And SpiderMan is going to be really annoying because with higher character rating, he evades a lot more. So yeah, wish me luck. Hopefully, I can get True Strike early on here and don't have to deal with this bullshit. But yep, he's got a lot of evades. But this is okay. We're doing all right into his block, but you get hit a couple of times, and yeah, one combo, and you're in the bin. I guess our best option for this will be Iceman. So I've got Cold Snap because my Iceman is awakened, which means that hopefully he can't evade me, and with a bit of luck, I can do enough damage between the Cold Snaps, the normal combos, and hitting into his block before he starts evading. Ouch, that hurts. Just, yep, block there. Problem is he like evades on his block as well. It's really annoying. But yeah, we'll get another Cold Snap. We're lucky he didn't evade that one. So just, if we could just get past him. Yep, there we go. So it's a tight fight. This fight is probably going to be one of the most annoying on this map, I think. But yeah, once you get through that, it should be pretty straightforward. So Cyclops, this is just like the first fight, apart from we've lost Corvus now, so we can't use Corvus, but we can use Iceman. So going into his block again. This is great. I love this. I mean, once you can just switch your mindset a little bit into hitting into his block, hitting into their block rather than trying to parry and hit into the open. It's really nice because they could take a lot of damage on that. And I know that node is in a few places in dungeon, and people don't understand why I like it, but I really like it. If you know how to play around it, it's such a good node. It makes the fight so much quicker. So that's Cyclops down, and now we're on to the... I'm not sure if he's the boss or not the boss, because 258, 2-star. He's got to be damn powerful, man, or something. So this guy's immune to bleed. He's got adaptive. He's also got buffet, which is really annoying. But yeah, we're going to try our luck here with a full life Aegon. The good thing is he's on full life. We're able to come here with full life, and this is probably going to be pretty important for this fight because fighting Void is annoying at the best of times, and let alone fighting a buffet resistant Void. The good thing about Aegon though is he's got 6-hit combos, so he makes it easier to get around those debuffs because you can hit 10, 20, 30, that much quicker and purify yourself that much easier. And also he's got the class advantage against Void. I'm not a big fan of evading Void's SP1, but it is easily evadable. I prefer to push him to his SP2 and evade that. I find that a lot easier. But just got to be careful there not to kind of put yourself in a corner where he is constantly stacking those debuffs. The second thing about this fight is it's a little bit about timing as well. You really want to kind of time your combos around the debuffs that Void is putting on you. So how do I explain this? So if you're, say, at like 69 hits, you may want to just hold off a little bit. Maybe you don't have to with Aegon, but if you're not using Aegon, if you're using like a Star-Lord or a Starkey or a Blade, you want to wait until his debuffs is on cooldown and he's put a buff on you to make that 80th or that 60th or that 40th hit, because when you get to that 10 or 20 or 30 or 40, that's when you purify. And so long as you can purify his debuffs immediately as he's placing them, you don't take a heck of a lot of damage. But as he starts stacking, those can last, they can start degenning you really quick. But you can see here, I mean, my Aegon is rank 5, and it's taken more than 100 hits to get this guy down. So you're going to need someone who ramps up damage. Either that or someone who's going to be able to regen and last, because you're in for a long fight. The fact that he's immune to bleed makes him a really good, or makes it really bad for us to counter him with someone like Blade, but you've got the durability of Blade with the regen. you can't counter him with Archangel because he's immune to bleed. You can't counter him with Domino because you can't incinerate damage with the heavy, and you can't critical bleed because he's immune to bleed. You can't bleed him with Blade, but you can still hit him with Danger Sense, and you can still regen through your power. So it's still pretty useful. I'm just looking through Annihilus here. I'm not entirely sure. This guy seems to be like all about unstoppable, being stun immune, obliterating strikes, furies. Yeah, I don't understand why he's got such low life and such low PI. 650. I mean, I don't know. I've heard Ronin's good for him, but I mean, like, isn't he not? It's no, he's gonna die in one. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that why he's the boss. He died in one hit, and my Ronin is a 3-star. So I'm not really too sure about that. So I guess Void is really the boss. This guy's like a pseudo boss. But yeah, just be a little bit careful with Void. Work around the timing of the combos. Get someone who can do a lot of damage and who can ramp up his damage. Starkey, Star-Lord, and Aegon would be my top options against him. But I'm going to do a little bit of more research as well and see what other good options are there for him. But yeah, hopefully this helps you out. If it did, like, subscribe, leave a comment. And we'll see you in the next one. Ka kite ano, bros and girls.